let's take the same question and apply it to the coaching ranks. Jared, who do you think the best coach in Utah County is this year?
Well, that's a tough call because there's a lot of coaches that have really impressed me. I think Clint Christiansen at Provo has been really impressive. Davis Knight's been doing it forever at American Fork. You know, these two guys I have a lot of respect for. In fact, just about every coach that I know in Utah Valley I have a lot of respect for. But I'm going to pick Monty Morgan at Lone Peak. With what he has to deal with, Lone Peak's a very political school. Everyone who's had to deal with Lone Peak understands that. He deals with it very, very well. He always puts a team on the field that's going to compete for a region title, maybe a state title. They've had very successful seasons, you know, over the past 10 years that he's been there. I like what he does with the talent that he has. I think he's the best. I would pick him as the best coach in Utah Valley this season.
Well, you know, before I get to my picks, I do want to say I think it's sad that we're losing a lot of the good coaches. We've seen turnover with 4 coaching staffs this year, and
Doug Bills, Colby Knight, some of those
we continue
really
to
cool
see
guys.
Turnover, and it sort of hurts me to see that. But that's the nature of the business right now. And I'm gonna give you an assistant coach as who I think is the best coach. In fact, when I had a boy who played high school football, and I always said if I had my choice, he'd play for him. If I could pick out one coach, his name is Chad Van Orden at Timpview. He is now the assistant coach. But besides the fact that I like his offense, I think he's brilliant as an offensive mind. I like the way he interacts with his players. You and I have seen him on the sidelines. He doesn't, he'll get mad. He doesn't go ballistic. He can joke around with them. He'll pull over his quarterback and say something to him, then he'll end with a joke or something. I just like the way kids come out of that program feeling good about the coaching staff and their time there. I like what he's done. I think it's sad as a statement that he was not hired at BYU. He's a brilliant football mind. He should be at the college level, and somebody's missing out.
Well, he's a guy I have a lot of respect for as well. He's done phenomenal things at Timpview, and the other great indication of that is how much respect all of the other coaches in Utah Valley have for Coach V and for what he's done for that program. There's a lot of great coaches. I don't think you could have gone wrong with Dale Sampson or some of these other guys. But Coach V's a good pick. Monty Morgan would be my pick.
The other one that I want to point out, too, is Davis Knight at American Fork.
Absolutely.
For him to stay in the program that long is just phenomenal.
Yeah, and every year, you see every year they're going to have a team that's going to compete.